Welcome everyone to the Velasquez Show. Thank you for being here. Thank you for committing to the podcast. I know that instead of being with your family and friends, you decided to be here. So that means a lot to me and for the project. I want to thank the audience for supporting the show. I know it's been a long time since I wanted to get this done, and I apologize for the delay. But we are here now with a new look, with a new logo, with a new studio, with a better attitude, with an ego. And I can't wait to get started on this very special topic. This topic is going to be about relationships and modern dating. I believe there's always two sides to these topics, and you guys come first. I will be with the ladies on the next episode to see how they see things.
So we're on the wrong side already. Okay.
Why? Why we're on the wrong side?
Oh, that's just how it goes.
It's just how it goes, huh? Well, first and foremost, I want to introduce you guys to everyone. So I'm gonna start with Callie. Go ahead, introduce yourself. I want you to tell me your name, your age, your profession, your relationship status, and education. If you forgot anything, I'll remind you.
Oh yeah.
I know it's a lot.
Yeah, my name is Callie Serrano. I am a business owner. I have multiple businesses that I run. I am currently 32 years old, 32 years young. I am happily married with 2 kids. And she didn't tell me to say that. I'm telling that without being forced to.
Okay. So
Is that what that note says?
Yeah.
It's not against your own will. Okay.
I am happily married, 32 years old.
Okay. And what is your education?
Oh, what do you mean location?
Like education. Like,
education.
Some college.
College.
Uh-huh.
I guess I need like 2 semesters left, and then my business took off, so
Okay.
I stopped going to college.
Okay, but you got some college, right?
I got some college, yeah.
Okay. All right, Alejandro. Oh, the mic. There we go.
Oh, yeah, I get my own mic now.
Yep.
Yeah. So Alejandro Portal. I'm 43 years old. Can't believe it, but yeah.
You look
I
good.
can be your father. Yeah.
You look good at 43, bro.
You could be my dad, huh?
Yeah.
Shit.
That's great. What was the third question?
What
do I do?
Okay, so.
So yeah, I'm a business owner too, and
Okay.
I have a bachelor's degree from U of H.
Okay. What is your business?
I run a painting company.
Okay.
That's what I tell people.
They're really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really good.
They're really good.
Yeah.
I paint a little bit.
Paint anything.
Would you like to advertise your company?
Later on.
Later on.
Yeah. When we're
Okay.
sponsoring the show.
All right,
We'll
so-
probably do something cool right here.
So this is what I'm gonna do with you guys. If you guys want to share your links, your social medias and stuff, I will post it with the video so everybody can take a look at what you guys do, who you guys are, and they're more welcome to reach out to you.
Yeah,
Hell
I
yeah.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you for having us, man.
Yeah, thanks for having us, yeah.
A relationship status? Did you say married?
Married, happily married.
Happily
and
married? Okay.
going
Okay.
on,
We talk about the business. So okay.
Hello, I'm Jansen Serrano.
Okay. So Kelly, what's your age and your profession?
I am 30 years old. I am also a business owner.
Damn. Business owner.
Share business with my brother, minding our own business and stuff like that. I am happily married. So, yeah.
Can you hear us well? Will you hear us okay, Irene? Okay, if you don't hear us well, just let us know, okay, so we can get the mics a little closer to us.
Okay.
Might keep
Okay.
going down.
And education level?
Education, honestly, I tried 1 semester of college for fun, aced it all, but it's not for me. And just like
Okay.
my brother said, our business took off, and I'm more of a workhorse. The education part of it, not for me.
Okay.
So
Well, you're doing well. You sound like you're doing well.
We
So
are.
congratulations. I always say that education is not the be all and all.
that's right.
So.
I hope to pass my VA stuff to my daughter someday. So we'll leave it at that.
Yeah, that's a battle, man. I feel you.
That's right.
Okay, Piero. Tell me who you are.
So I'm Piero Medina. I'm 30 years old.
How much?
30.
13.
Yeah.
30. Okay, no, you're younger than that. You're
Yeah, I
not-
know. It's the cameras. So I'm married. I have a newborn, 3 months old.
Congratulations.
Oh, congrats, bro.
Thanks.
Again.
I got some college. I'm not going. I really need like 1 semester to
Okay.
present my thesis, and that's it. But I coming from the art, so I had to go back and you know finish that. I have no business. I don't any business, so
He said,
That's
"I
it.
mind my own business."
yeah. I have no business at the moment, but I have projects, so yeah.
Okay, okay.
what else?
All right, guys. So I guess reintroduce myself. Okay, so you guys know I'm Jeffrey Velasquez. I'm 35 years old. I'm single. Well, divorced, right? And my education level is college. I have a bachelor's degree. He works with me. Yeah, he's a very smart guy. Um, I think he really wants to go to school. He wants, to get. He's working on a lot of things. So I'm really proud of him because he's trying. He's trying. He's trying. Not just for himself, but for his family, And I think we're all at the end of the day, we're trying to do it for our families, whatever,
Oh, yeah.
however we want to do things, or
course.
businesses, or work, I guess our projects and future plans. It's all for them, right? So, it's give yourself an applause. Give us an applause. Give us an applause because we work hard here for the family, for the kids. So, yeah. Well, today's topic, as I discussed in the brief, is going to be about relationships and dating in modern times. Why are we discussing these topics, right? I know everybody's married here, so it's very hard for you guys to kind of answer the questions from a single man perspective. But you guys being single before, so I'm pretty sure you guys can relate to situations that you encounter according to the questions that I will ask, right? So the first question that I have for you guys is, how hard is it to date for long term in this modern age as a man? What challenges are men facing now that they probably did not face 25 to 30 years ago?
You want me to go first?
Well,
matter?
we can start from here or we can start from there.
No,
or do we just put our
go
input
for it,
in?
bro.
I think the only issue right now is social media, bro.
Okay.
I think social media plays a big part of social about relationships right now because there's like this image we have
Influencers.
about this picture about that this perfect life in social media, like everything has to be perfect, like there's so much stuff. I don't even wait.
Say it in Spanish.
Nah, so lo voy a decir en español para que lo pueda pensar en inglés. So pienso que las redes sociales tienen mucha influencia, mucho impacto con lo que tiene que ver con las relaciones ahora en la actualidad, porque es que las redes sociales han vendido una imagen de que todo tiene que ser perfecto. Que ahora que hay una falsa imagen de perfección y realmente en la vida real no todo es perfecto.
Mhm.
O sea, las cosas son como son y por eso son buenas. Eso es lo que nos atrae de esas cosas, que no es perfecto. La social media hace que a veces uno trate de buscar unos estereotipos de perfección que no existen. So,
Okay.
we chasing perfection, there's no perfection.
Yeah, so pretty much what he was saying was that social media has caused us to imagine that everything has to be perfect, that we have this perfect life, and that everything has to be perfect, without understanding that in marriages, relationships, things are not gonna be perfect, and the expectations are way high. That when you're actually in the relationship, I don't want to say you get disappointed, but it's not the expectation you imagine because of what you see in social media. When in reality, it's you're gonna have your challenges.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well, yeah, no, that's a really good one, and I think nowadays a lot of women. I mean, yes, there's a lot of power of, hey, that you want to be, you want to provide for yourself, you want to say you can do this, you can do that, but 25, 30 years ago, only mostly men are the one that are working, and nowadays not a lot of women want to be the stay-at-home mom. They don't want to be, they want to also be the breadwinner and provider, but we're taking away from having that time where the women can spend time at home and make sure that the home is good, so that the family's good. I mean, that's I mean, it's a lot of work. Like being a stay-at-home mom is a lot of work, I think. And sometimes men, we don't give them enough credit for what they do. But like you said, social media nowadays will show that as, oh, you're weak if you're not out there grinding and making your own money, you know. And there's nothing against like women that are working. I mean, I think it's more power to you.
Let me ask you a question. That's a good view, and I guess my question is for us men. What's the biggest challenge with it? Like for us to find to maintain a relationship or to actually consider getting into a relationship, knowing that nowadays we have women that don't I guess not just men, but I think also society does not value housewife duties, right?
Yeah.
So in my case, I feel like that also hasn't been really incentivized by society, and I feel that also doesn't help because we incentivize women to be more independent, boss babes, etc. But at the end of the day, housework is very demanding, so it has to get done. Whether you're married or you're single,
Yeah.
it has to get done, right? The question is, do we want to do it as a team or we want to do it on our own, right?
Exactly.
So I understand what you're saying, and that's I think that's one of the biggest challenges as men is we can't find that woman that has that mindset that believes that also housework and housewife duties are important.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's one of the challenges, in my opinion. What about you, Alejandro? What's something you can think of that's making man is giving men a hard time to not just being in a relationship but maintain it and protect the relationship?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it, everybody knows the change in, the media, and that's just connected to everything we do now. Everybody has a cell phone all the time. It's easier to get caught. No. Yeah, that's right. You gotta keep things straight, right? So
Let me check your phone.
yeah. No, but it's challenging because, from the things that you guys were saying, there are women that want to work. I meant, both a good share of both women, the women that want to be more independent or are independent already. And I could just speak for myself with this, but just like my wife, and I'm glad that she's very independent because I think I've seen a lot of that through my family. Like the woman, it's a cultural thing, as a Hispanic person growing up in a third world country, usually that's the case. The woman stays at home, taking care of the kids and all that. But I think as for me, the way I like to see it is that we both have a piece of the pie, the same piece of the pie, like meaning I'm going to help out with the kids as much as I can when I can. And my job allows me to do that. I allow myself to do that because I give myself, a little more time to myself now for my family. It is hard work. A lot of people think, oh yeah, you run a business, it's cool, it's smooth. I've been wanting to quit. It's there's a lot of difficulties that come and nobody really tells you and it's honest with you when they're trying to tell you about the business. They make it sound like everything's like candy, but it's not. And you have to realize that and don't give up, right? But as far as like having the woman support you, then I just feel like it's just a matter of organizing your schedule better so you guys can enjoy your money. You work hard and then you just prioritize your family, your kids and everything. But there's also still time for other friends and everything. So, but there are challenges, but there's always going to be a solution for every challenge if you really look for it, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
To kind of just like piggyback off of what pretty much everybody was saying, in my opinion. So like a man's job or title in a sense is to provide for his family. He's the protector, he's the breadwinner and whatnot. And at the same time, I take pride that my wife can stay at home and spend time with my daughter. And then I'll slave at work if I have to. I'm not saying that staying at home is easy at all because I've stayed home even just a few days and God, man, that whipped my ass.
4-day weekend.
Sorry, we can't curse in here. But with social media also, it's like a disease because then now if your significant other is per se not getting attention from you because you're working so much, then you have other guys on social media that are easily, able to connect with them in like instantly, as compared to back then, like we didn't have social media. You're at work, your wife's at home taking care of the kids, the household is like being cleaned and getting taken care of and whatnot. You see your neighbor if you go to the groceries, if you go out. But now, like literally,
There's more temptation now.
there's more temptation. But again, like whatever, someone from England, someone from wherever around the world can easily connect to your significant other per se, because like I just was listening to this other podcast like a few days ago, and he was telling a story about how his wife sat him down and was saying, look, I met someone online, and I'm buying them, he bought me a ticket to go see him, and they're married, they have kids and whatnot. And boom, just like that, because he was working so much and he wasn't able to give him her all the attention and whatnot, then she found somebody else to basically get that attention from. So social media, I think, is one of the biggest things. It's like terrible, but at the same time, what do you see everybody usually doing on their lunch break? Even when they're working, they're on their phones, obviously scrolling or whatnot. But that's my take on that.
Yeah, you guys are right. Social media is a poison when it comes to relationships. It can also help. Just like it can help, it can also damage. Like, for example, you can meet somebody you can't meet here, right? You can meet somebody like across town, right?
Yeah.
Through social media, and that could be your significant other that it was meant to be for you, right? But at the same time, most of the times, let's be honest, when you're married, you're in a committed relationship, it can be difficult when you work so much, when the financials are not there for you to give your family extra time, right? And then when you're trying your best to provide for them, sometimes it can backfire.
Yeah.
When it comes to their relationships, right? Of course, we all want the perfect wife, the perfect girlfriend that's not gonna do that. But unfortunately, we are humans, and there are needs. And when you're not present, when you're not providing, when you're not protecting, it can get difficult, and then when attraction is lost, when she, kind of like loses interest, it's pretty much game over. So I think as men, we also have a responsibility once we're committed to make sure that, we give our women, we give our wife or spouse that attention that they need, because that is part of the commitment.
Yeah.
And it sucks. It sucks that it's also work, but it's also work. So work never stops once you're married. It never does. So those are the challenges. As a man, what are some qualities or attributes that a woman must have for you to approach him? And once the approach test has been passed on both ends, the girl and the guy, what other qualities do you look in a woman once you guys met, you guys are getting along, okay, you guys decided to date and know each other for something better? So for example, what's the first thing you notice in a woman? And then after that, once you get into know her, what other qualities are you gonna look into her for an actual commitment partner? Yeah, physically, of course. It can be physically. Absolutely. I mean, we're guys. I mean, obviously, that's the first thing we're gonna notice is the physical aspect. What we're gonna look into, what she thinks. No,
Yeah, no, it's one of those things about. Stop messing with my mic.
Be honest, okay?
No, I am.
Be honest. I
told you. I gotta gather my thoughts to give you a burst of my honesty.
All right.
So.
Kim's watching this right now.
All right, turn it off. It's I've been with a few. I can still count them. I'm not one of those Casanova guys that.
Okay, are you gonna answer the question?
Yeah,
okay.
I am. So with all that experience, I think that the best thing, the qualities that I look for in a woman is, of course, honesty and the way she carries herself. Because
what's the first thing you're noticing a woman before you approach him? That was the first question.
That was the first question.
Yeah.
I do like a beautiful face.
Okay, so you're a face guy.
I'm
a pretty face.
I second that.
Yeah.
Okay. And once the pretty face passes your test, and then you get to know her, and she wants to get to know you, what's the next qualities will be?
The
honesty.
next quality is just honesty, having good morals. Like when you start getting to know someone, and fortunately with my wife, we met at work, and it was a very stressful environment, and we were able to both see each other, and you get to see the other side of the other person, but it's also not a good idea to do that for too long, to work with your significant other, because that that could lead to other things. But yeah, that's one thing.
Okay, so values, honesty, transparency.
Transparency. I mean,
Okay.
you could kind of. I like to believe that I kind of know. I like to. I don't know. I read people easily, I think, and especially if I really want to look deep into someone, like I just, I might be wrong, but I think I've been following my gut.
If it
It's
doesn't
a
pass the
spell.
face, the pretty face test, it's not gonna. You cannot. You don't want to. You're not interested in honesty, right, or anything else. It has. I mean, let's be honest, right? It has to pass that physical
You
test.
gotta have that too, because it's just as important as having good morals and everything. Because to me, the physical is as important. Like, you can't
Yeah.
just love someone for. You gotta see this person every day. When you
Yeah.
wake up and everything.
You want to be proud of
I don't
what
know
you
if
know.
Yeah, exactly.
That way,
Like,
yeah, I
what-
get
if
it.
you can
Yeah.
have both, why not?
You don't want to wake up and like, oh shit, oh hey man.
You know, it just, I swear,
Right.
at first I thought you were gonna go around the bush in this, but I appreciate your honesty.
No, I mean the
There
honest.
you go, straight to the point.
Yeah.
All right,
exactly.
all right. Who's next? Okay, who?
Yeah.
You're like, you can't be a butterface.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Carlos
This guy has
Serrano,
something
Piero,
to
Piero,
say.
what's up?
Yeah, I got it. I actually want the first thing I look. No, I'm married. You see, if you've seen this, I know. So I like tall ladies. I look big ladies. No,
Well, 'cause
big-
she's tall,
no,
bro.
big. Yeah, of course.
Not big ladies, tall ladies.
Tall
okay?
ladies.
His English is not that bad, okay?
Yeah, tall
Tall
ladies.
upright, not sideways.
Yeah, no.
All right.
This way. Vertical.
Longitude, not latitude.
Mommy.
Yeah. So yeah. After that, I don't want to brag, but I consider myself like really book smart. So I need to see if she's like a really smart person. Like, I know when I ask like you know math, geography, no, but you can feel that, like the way she speaks, the way she carries herself, like you can tell like maybe she has something up there.
Yeah.
Okay, so she's tall, but okay, she has the height. But what are you looking for? The face,
Yeah.
the what kind of
Of course, I'm not gonna be like
hips?
that. I'm
I
ugly,
mean,
nah.
what are we looking
Nah.
for here for you to
Nah.
continue knowing her
So-
honesty? Her personality. In order for her to pass that first test, what are you looking for?
So I'm Latino, right? So
Uh-huh.
I'm looking tall ladies, big hips,
Hips, okay.
long hair.
Okay, the hair.
Yeah, that's pretty
Okay.
much it. I mean,
And once they
face-
pass that test, the next thing, right? The personality.
Yeah.
They're smart. You want to make sure they show you that they're smart, that they're capable of, thinking for their own, things like that.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't look for too much.
You don't look for too much.
Yeah.
We're very simple creatures, right?
Simple
Overall,
man.
right?
No,
We're all
no,
simple,
I
man.
don't say that. I'm simple man. That ladies, she's smart. That's all I need.
Okay.
We can talk about anything. That's good.
What
for
about
me.
hard working? Would you want that?
Yeah, for example, my wife works from home, and we have who's had a baby. She's probably working right now,
Oh, nice.
so I can tell like she's a hardworking lady. And I was about to make a question about that. Like, what do you think about like women that actually work and stay at home? Like, how do you think like that's something like what we're talking
Yeah.
about? Like,
Let me see if I have anything that goes with that, and then we can come back to it. Let me see here. If we don't cover it, we'll come back to it, okay?
all right.
Because I want Callie and I want Jansen to give their take as well.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, she gotta look good. Got a nice ass,
Okay.
and then you approach, and then you make a little joke. If she don't laugh at it and she's dry, fuck that bitch. You gotta move on to the next one, because you gotta have fun with life.
No, for real, man. She
Yeah.
has to be fun.
She has to be fun. If you go up and like you make a little joke and she just gives you a bitchy attitude, you're like,
crickets.
man, she's gonna be expensive. Like, nah, I'm
Fuck outta
good.
here.
Get out of here. If I'm gonna spend my money, at least laugh at my lame ass jokes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Please.
So, yeah, and then after that, after you start dating, you gotta see if like the next thing I look for is like, yeah, honesty. If she's godly, because this is the woman that that's gonna raise your kids. So that's the next thing I look for is like, cool. Like, is she gonna actually take care of the kids? They're gonna get like learn from her, like stuff, good things to learn. I'm like, yeah, babe, I know you used to be twerking back in the day when I met you. That's why I approached you, but you can't be doing that no more. And she'd be like, yeah, I know, fool.
Are you saying you straighten her out?
Yeah, you straighten her out. You know what I'm saying? You find somebody that you can straighten out, because if you can't, then you can't.
Yeah, that's something I ask. Like, can you dance?
Yeah,
Some salsa, some bachata, some merengue. If that,
exactly.
Yeah,
Those
those
hips
are
don't
work.
lie, bro.
It shouldn't lie.
Yeah, those hips don't lie.
yeah, I have fun.
Yeah, but no, yeah, that's how I do it.
Thank you for the honesty. Thank you.
Hell yeah.
Anything else?
Jansen, I know you got something for me, bro.
Clearly, everybody is their first answer is the physical attractiveness.
Big ass.
I mean,
Oh,
think
no,
about
okay.
it, right? If they don't
Obviously.
pass that, how can you want to know everything else?
Oh,
Yeah,
and
man.
and I also check if they have a penis. So nowadays you gotta.
Yeah, that's true.
So usually,
really
for
Adam
all the
Jackal,
future
yeah.
guys that's trying to get married, make sure your woman doesn't have a penis, because nowadays they come with one. All right, go ahead.
To Thailand, really
Disclaimer.
The physical attractiveness, I am extremely. I've always wanted to be with an American girl. I'm attracted to white girls. I'm attracted to Latina girls. Just saying that was, but I like white girls. So and I'm married to an American and a white girl. So
Okay.
outside the physical attractiveness, I look. One of the things I like is the eyes and the smile. So my wife, I
So
love
your pretty
her.
face.
Pretty face,
Okay.
I love the hazel eyes. Just the whole American
package.
per se, exactly. And then outside of that, definitely the first thing is like being family oriented,
Mhm.
because we are my brother and I and our siblings were very family oriented, and that goes with the same thing as he said, that of course this is the woman I'm investing into and she's investing in me. I want to make sure that she is going to be the person that raises my children right.
Yeah.
Like, unlike these little bastards that we have sometimes. I'm sorry if we're not allowed to curse in here, but I just want to smack the little fucking shits. So, but for sure, family oriented, and laughing at my dumb jokes as well. There's a lot of that, and just being loyal and honest, and just basically supportive overall. So.
Okay. Well, I think you guys got a very good take on that. For example, like, dancing, the pretty face, the hips,
Big
the
ass.
honesty, right? All that counts, right? Also, you want to make sure that the person that you're gonna end up with, whenever you're checking the second test, which is the personality test or the way they are, of course, like for me, hips and face, thin waist, the reason why I'm like this, because I take care of myself, right? So I also expect my partner that I find to take care of themselves, right? The personality, of course, you want to make sure they have values. They're not boring. They're fun, and at the same time that they're gonna represent you properly.
Mm-hmm.
They have to represent you properly, because if they don't respect you and they don't represent you, they can be the most humble person, but if they don't respect you, none of those things will matter, because that means that they're gonna do other things to hurt you,
Yeah.
and
Exactly.
not represent you properly.
Exactly.
That's how I like, just like when I'm shopping for a gun, do I like the way it looks? Do I like the way it functions? Is it gonna protect me?
It's gonna be loyal to you.
Is it gonna be loyal to me? That's right.
Yeah.
It can kill me.
Yeah.
It could.
It
just
could
don't turn
kill
it the
me.
wrong
Is it
way.
gonna
So-
force me to kill myself?
Yeah. As long as I take care of it, it'll take care of me.
Yeah,
So-
and I think this is what makes relationships and dating very challenging, because the thing is, like, as we're growing, we're always taught that, hey, you're the provider, you can make sure your family's safe, but there's so many things involved, bro. Like the way women are, that's not included in the equation. We have to figure those things out with experience, with failures, with rejection, with bad relationships, So those things, we don't learn them when we grow up. We learn them in the journey, in the process to find that special person. Sometimes you're gonna go through 25 women. Sometimes you're gonna go through 50 women.
Damn.
to finally, find the one you think is the one, right?
Fucking raw dog in life right there.
Mm-mm.
It's not my fault.
Okay, thank you guys for the answers here. I have another question here. Whenever you guys are ready, just you want to wear my hat?
Oh yeah, I want to wear a hat.
I know, right?
Oh, you got something to say.
Oh.
What is it?
Oh, what is it?
Yeah, you tell us a little bit about your journey.
My journey? Oh,
Yeah, with
okay.
that.
Oh yeah, tell us about your journey.
Well,
Welcome to the depth of the unknown.
I think
Just remember we're your guests.
Yeah.
I want all the details.
Don't
well,
be shy.
ask me a specific question, like because you want me to answer the same question? Okay, so I did say the hips and the face, right? The hip, the waist. So I answered the question. I did say I agree with you when it comes to the honesty, the loyalty. Make sure she's not boring.
No dick line.
Make sure
No.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No dick line on the
Yeah.
pants. Yeah.
Of
You
course.
got
Of course.
traumatized from
I'm
Thailand.
interrupting.
You're gonna okay. What's up here?
So, how do you see if a woman is honest?
I think her actions speak more than the words.
Yeah.
Like you have to see the way they carry themselves, the way they are around you. Like sometimes they'll be like, for example, if she's, let's say, texting too much, for example, if she's hiding the phone too much, if she's hiding herself too much, if you feel like she's trying to manipulate it too often, if she kind of like, for example, if she's trying to pick a fight all the time for no reason, I think those are red flags that she's trying to tell you something.
That's a good one.
And maybe the honesty, maybe it's not direct dishonesty, but it's indicators that she's trying to find a reason to replace you.
Red flags.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I think that's the way I could tell, and that's because of experience. This is not something they teach you in college.
Yeah.
This you gotta learn this the hard way. If you don't learn this the hard way, you're not gonna learn at all.
Yeah.
It's just the way it is for the young guys that are watching, right? Those are things that you are gonna see when if you have a girl right now that you're seeing these red flags on her.
Wrong.
Just be ready to address them or be ready to replace them, because at the end of the day, it's not gonna end well.
You know what? I have something good. I was just hanging out with a buddy of mine. He told me, it's like, yeah, sometimes it's like the first few months or first few weeks that you're dating a girl, they tell you everything you want to hear. They tell you everything you want to hear. They want, oh yeah, like, cause he's very, like, he's a family man. He wants to find somebody to settle down with, and he was like, yeah, she's telling me all this stuff, or like everything. She wants a family, she wants this, she wants to settle down. But then after a few months, once he started setting those boundaries, saying, hey, like, if you want to be serious, like, I can't have you going out and partying by yourself, or hanging out with other, like, yeah, I understand they're your guy friends, but like, why can't you hang out with them and hang out with me at the same time? When they start setting boundaries, they start pulling back. Like, you know what? Maybe I'm not ready to be a mom. Like I said, I was ready to be a mom. It's
because they feel like they have all these options.
Yeah.
Because they're getting all this attention.
Well, what he called it's funny is like they love bomb you.
Yeah.
At the beginning, and then after all that's gone, it's just like you're like, what the just happened? So yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. Anybody want to piggy?
Some advice for the young guys watching this: don't try to fix her.
Yeah.
You won't be able to fix her.
You have to come. You have to accept how she comes. Effective or defective.
I think if you're looking for love, you have to also know
Where to look
what
for
your
it.
goals are. And you have to be also honest, because
Yeah.
when I was young, I made so many mistakes and everything, but life does teach you, and it's good to get hurt, as far as somebody cheating on you and everything, because you grow with that.
Hell yeah.
You just got to remember that there's plenty of fish out there. Not the app. But there's
We're not advertising, right?
we're not advertising. So they're not sponsoring. But you're gonna make mistakes or whatever. Just learn from them, and then also, you gotta feed that love. If you don't feed that love, and it goes vice versa, you could blame someone, because they didn't treat you right, they didn't this and that. But when you reflect and then you look at yourself, like, man, I was a dick, I was an asshole. I could have made this relationship work if I didn't have all these issues. So I have those parts. I had women cheating on me, and there's no solution for that. Like I think he said, like if you can't fix her, just let her go. Like there's no fixing people sometimes, but you have to go with your gut feeling or whatever you call that, sixth sense or whatever. But sometimes that takes years to find out. But I think if you're desperate looking for love or a relationship,
It's not gonna come.
it's not gonna come.
It's
I
not.
think,
Yeah, it's
I
not
think
gonna
worse
come.
than it.
real, yeah. Like
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
me, real love. When I was
Natural.
looking for it, yeah, it
Yeah.
just it comes and it slaps you in the face, and it's like, because I got divorced. I was married for 10 years. I got a divorce, and I told myself, I'm like, man, I'm gonna be single, man. I'm not gonna get married.
Right.
And a year later, I was already married. Almost thinking
No
about getting ready.
way.
Yeah, because it's just because I think life takes over, and I'm glad that
Yeah.
I went with that, because now I have everything that I wanted and more. I can't ask for more. So it it takes sometimes a
Man,
bad
I
relationship.
mean, I
to
wish
cover it.
that was one of the questions because
It's okay.
I want to say that. I mean,
raise
I
some-
can say hell yeah to that too, because literally happened to me. Exact same thing.
tell
You
me.
know.
I think
Fuck
every
you,
military
Jensen.
man. Yeah, I think
You
we're
know,
all in the same boat
No,
here.
I'm curious now
being
because
being
it
in the
worked
Marine
out
Corps,
for
you
him,
leave you leave with PTSD. You leave with divorce, and you leave with getting cheated on. It's all part of it's all part of the package. No, but no, like like he said, like
It is all part of it.
it's true, man. Like I got divorced, went back, back to Houston, and like he said, when you're not looking for it, that's when it hits you in the face, and then you're just like, holy crap, like, and that's how me and my wife kind of
Met?
not met, but like I was like long this we did. Well, we did. Oh man, I don't know how to explain this, but
You did
Today, Junior?
the no recommended routes, man. You said long distance. That's crazy because long distance can.
That's difficult.
That's a gamble right there.
yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Like I wasn't looking for it, and it just happened.
Yeah.
I was living my whole life, and then next thing you know, I'm like you said, married.
Chained down. I mean, married.
But I'm very happy with what like he said, like you have to go through that bad times, and then guess what? You come out on top because
You had to
now
go through your divorce to find her.
yeah, and then you freaking find the right one, and shoot, man, like I said, I'm happy with everything I have with my wife, and I wouldn't be as successful if I didn't have my wife. So yeah,
And your friends.
and my
I
friends.
don't want to keep piggybacking to what you guys are saying because I will keep asking more questions. I want to go through through what I already had because I mean I could ask you like, okay, how you making it work and all this stuff, but then we'll never finish, right? So my next
always
question would be
finish.
at this stage of your life, okay? Can you easily we going back to red flags, okay?
Okay.
Can you easily spot red flags
Hell yeah.
or find non-negotiables in a person you are getting to know?
Hell yeah.
And have you found a way to avoid any further commitment knowing that it's not gonna end well? What will be the proper way you will end a person like that? Like if you already caught the red flags and you know what, maybe this person's not for me. Maybe I should stop stop trying to commit to them knowing that it's not gonna end well. Like how do you catch them and how do you end it when you do?
Red flags, like shoot, like I don't know, just being always on social media is one. Always posting, always needing validation from other people. So like meaning like they have to take the pictures and post it so that other people can see it. And if they don't get like, oh man, I didn't get this much likes on this one, let me go delete this and let me repost this in a different angle. Like just needing validation from other people is a big red flag, and having an OnlyFans. I don't know.
Well, OnlyFans. I mean, once you get OnlyFans, everything led to that eventually,
Yeah.
So I mean,
Even
They
if
make-
you're single, I think that's a red flag.
They make good money though. I might make one for my feet. Yeah, I'm just kidding. But yeah, and then the way you end it, I'm just be honest. Just be like, hey, like I don't think this is because it's better to rip off the Band-Aid like 5 months into dating than 5 years into marriage. Fuck that.
Yeah.
That's way too long.
Thank you for that.
Hiding the
Appreciate
phone. I mean, that's one. I think that's one that will go either way. It's very easy. And I said that in the beginning with as far as social media. agreeing with what you guys said too about that being a big problem, but also a solution.
What's another red flag? Like he did mention.
Yeah, like hiding your phone.
hiding your phone, right?
Yeah, because passwords. Yeah,
Yeah.
all that because now I never really had to worry about hiding my phone, or if I had my password, it's because if I ever lose my phone,
That's
Not
what I.
because
That's
of my
what I
partners.
say,
You
but
don't
they
want
don't
his
buy
dick
it.
pics
You know,
licked.
they don't buy it.
they don't buy it.
Well, yeah, exactly. So
Uh-huh.
then there's something going on then, because there's no that comes with transparency,
Yeah.
right? The
You
transparency
can give her
I
the
was talking
code,
about,
and you
like,
can still have a code on your phone, right?
right. I can leave my phone there. I can go to work and then come
Yeah,
back.
but my
and
question
Yeah.
is, why is the password an issue?
But-
Why is having a password an issue, right? It shouldn't be an issue, right? If you trust that
no, it
person.
shouldn't be.
Well,
it shouldn't be.
It's not having it, but not giving it to your significant
Yeah.
other because
Uh-huh.
they're scared that, like, if they don't want to give it to you, like, I
Yeah.
know you hiding something, bro. Like, you don't even need to tell me. Like,
Yeah.
what the? Yeah.
Yeah,
My
'cause-
wife and I know each other's passwords to our phones.
There you go.
That's one thing. But if it's like, hey, what's the password to your phone? They're like, why? What was your phone? Like, then that's a different thing.
Yeah.
Like we could be like, hey, I don't know where the hell my phone is. Let me use your phone. She'd be like, yeah, just use my phone's right,
Right.
there. Call it, whatever.
Yeah.
And
Exactly. That's why you have two phones.
Yeah,
I mean,
you get the
uh,
business.
Yeah. You got a business phone and then you got a family phone.
business. Play phone, huh? Jesus.
Oh
She
yeah.
pays the bills, so I can't get away with it. Even if I wanted
She
to.
checks those statements, huh?
Like, whose number is this? Oh, I was doing an estimate.
All right.
Callie changed his
All right,
number.
Piero, you're being kind of quiet, Piero. What's up? What you got?
He has two phones. That's why.
He's
guilty.
Yeah. He has two phones. He left the other one at home.
I only have one phone. I also share the same password with my wife on the phones. I'm really straightforward. Let's say I'm dating, not married. If I see red flags, I'm gonna tell you right away. If you don't change, you don't fix what I think is you're not doing right or what I don't like, I move. I go somewhere else.
Very cutthroat
Like,
right
hey.
there. I like it.
I don't like you doing this, like what, for example, help me with that or something.
Okay,
Something I don't,
dime en español, ¿qué es lo que quieres decir?
como algo que no te gusta.
I guess if she's asking me too many questions about who I'm talking to, I guess.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
Being
and
like
insecurity?
insecurity.
like
yeah.
I need red flag, insecurity, looking for this extra attention,
Yeah.
everything like that. Like if I see this behavior, I let her know, like right away. Like, hey, I don't like that. Okay, can you stop doing it? If she doesn't stop, I'm gone.
Yeah, it's setting your boundaries.
Yeah.
You know, setting boundaries. Like, hey, and it goes both ways. If a woman sets boundaries, and she's like, hey,
Yeah.
don't cheat on me. It's like, fuck. Okay, I guess.
Okay, I'm gonna say this in Spanish.
I guess it's over.
I guess I can't. I was like, or even like, I guess it's over, or I guess I'll stop. I won't cheat on you.
Yeah.
Or just be like, all
Just
right, I'll
follow
let my
the
side chick
boundaries.
know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this in Spanish, so if you can help me.
Okay.
So, hay muchas cosas con.
Talk slow, okay?
Okay.
I know you're gonna. Brrr.
Take pauses.
¿Qué voy
He
a
said everything's
hacer?
fine.
¿Qué voy a hacer? So, hay muchas cosas ahora con lo que estábamos hablando de las redes sociales y con los red flags, que creo que van muy de la mano, porque a veces siento que las mujeres o los hombres también, porque esto es hombre y mujer, esto no solamente de la mujer, sino
Ujú.
que se busca también como que quieren imitar lo que están viendo a través de un celular.
¿Qué sería ese ejemplo que quieren imitar? Como los
Oh.
artistas,
La vida
como
de
la vida de los
de
famosos.
los famosos, los artistas, esta gente que son que llevan una vida falsa, que son los famosos influencers. Son personas de verdad.
Ujú.
Entonces, ellos venden esta falsa imagen de una realidad que realmente no existe.
Okay, I'm gonna stop you right there, Sisi, because it's a lot. Okay, so he's saying that social media, has to do a lot with the way people behave. Okay, for example, people are trying to imitate people that are not they're giving you the image that everything is perfect, but in reality, they're not that individual that they're showing on social media. So everybody tries to imitate that perfect image, and they're trying to pretty much do what they're doing, but in reality, that's not
That's
who
not
they
real.
really are.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
Yeah,
so those can red flags, and that can go hand in hand because they are imitating things that they're doing, but that could be red flags in real life, and that could really, interfere with your relationship.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And you say you're sad. Let's say you looking something, you sad or whatever you do, you feel depressed. I don't know how, but your phone keeps showing you reels about people being sad. The reason why you're sad, like, oh, this is the 5 main reasons why you're sad, and it's like, damn, how
Your
you
mood
know?
changes.
How do
Yeah.
you know? Are you listening to
Yeah.
me? Come on.
It's like almost like the horoscope.
Okay, I'm gonna throw a curveball. Okay, and it's a yes or no answer. I don't want to know why. I don't because we gotta move to the next question.
All right.
Does body count? Does body count? Does body count matter?
Yes.
Yep.
It does.
Piero?
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's both.
Well,
Oh, but you don't want to hear a long.
But, no, but of
Explanation.
course, that's what I say.
Yeah.
That was it. That was the curveball.
yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Curveball presented by the Velasquez Show.
Mm.
Okay, so right now what we're gonna do is we're gonna look at a reaction video, but we're
It's
gonna take a
amazing.
5-minute break.
That's what I had to
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna watch the video. We're gonna see girls rank themselves. It's gonna get a little boring to me because
Right.
they're all going around the bush to not make the other girl feel bad, And then the guys come in and they really rate them like they should be rated. Okay.
Least.
Can we say like what we do or like what our favorite things to do are? So I'm a dancer. I'm very physical. I use my body a lot. I love baking cakes. I always just like shove baked goods on my friends.
5.
I teach acting to
Least.
young kids. I do mostly
Least.
musical theater.
Oh my god.
Because I'm a weenie, I know.
Least.
But I'm single as all heck. Hey.
I am a journalism major.
I'm also a student. I'm double majoring in psychology and criminal justice.
Yeah.
I'm also an actress. I love to
Okay.
travel. I've been to India.
I'm
5
not
times.
into Asians.
Okay, we have to do this. Should we rank ourselves? Should we just like close our eyes?
I'm
and
sorry.
just, like, where we think we
my
should
God.
be, and
You see how they're like? You see how they're not really trying to get like
Yeah.
involved?
I feel like my personality is really attractive. My looks, I feel like I'm okay. Like I don't think anyone would look at me. And
I'd
be
hit
like,
it.
Looks like me.
We're all so humble. We're like,
I mean, alright.
What if you don't know like which one is the number?
See, I saw them on somewhere too, but I didn't know where y'all
The one in the black and red dress is moving the wrong way.
Look, her, she's not bad.
and she's confident.
I think she might be one.
Yeah.
The Asian girl.
She's like, I'll just stay.
I think the Asian girl is not bad either.
I think the actual
Oh,
lady.
come
is the
on.
Oh, they're trying to make her feel
She
good.
thinks that she's
Ah.
Yeah, they're trying to make her feel good.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
got it.
They were all lying.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
You see how they're like.
Okay, I'll be.
They're trying to make the most attractive one, like one of the most
I got
attractive ones,
3, 4 of
be the
those,
less attractive
So I'll
ones.
stick in that window depending on the other person's.
There were attributes that I saw in the other girls that I didn't see in myself, and hence I would have put them higher as well over me. So people are like, "Ugh, she's so sweet, she's so funny, but like, I wouldn't date her.
I guess I'll be 1.
Okay.
Cool beans.
I already love
Alright, I'll
them
be back.
so much dearly, and I would date
Is
all
this
of
correct?
them.
So does that make me a 3?
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just stay here. It's fine.
Yeah.
Nobody really wanted to be last, and I could kind of feel
Hey,
that vibe.
she's
So,
one, bro.
it's fine.
I think she should be
Nah,
I
one.
think 3.
Hell no.
She's not last though.
She's not last.
for sure.
I don't think so. But
But they don't know the
I
number.
mean,
Where do you think you would fit yourself?
I think they're dyslexic.
At least a
I
3.
mean, I don't know because I feel like personality is a big thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
2.
So you want to switch places?
Thanks.
You see how they're making it feel?
You,
Come
you
on,
see how this just shows how indecisive women are.
I think we just put ourselves in order of most extroverted, not the most personality.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
This is final.
Oh hell no.
Bro, I'd be like, hey, my fat ass going to the back, bro. I'm good.
You should volunteer, bro, automatically.
Yeah.
But some people
Like, yo, my big ass gonna go to the back. I know
Watch
I haven't
this.
been hitting it real
We're about
hard.
to watch the real deal.
yeah, some people like chunky stuff.
Hey, why that dude wearing short shorts? A
Bro, I
fucking
have
fag.
no idea.
Do you want to start it off?
There's a hoochie daddies, bro.
Over there.
Oh, dang.
Demanding.
I think Michelle was the most
See? I'm telling you, man.
and it just seems like
Yeah.
someone that's going to live
He
in
looks
the
like a
same
devil
life. I
dog.
guess you're saying that you can have like a deeper
Hey, that dude's a
connection
number one, bro.
Okay, he's like gaslighting. He should just be honest.
Forget they
You
can't
know?
even hear me.
Okay.
What would you switch?
I switch her and her.
Right.
You go over there.
Yeah.
Oh, those two. Okay. All right. And then you over there.
Damn.
You can switch.
No, yeah, it's not debatable, brother.
Yeah, it's her face. She does look like a dude, man.
He's a Kristen Bell.
On the one or two position.
You like Kristen Bell, motherfucker?
I think her whole.
It also depends how they're dressed too. I think.
It's
Yeah.
one or two up here. I think that Maria was the most attractive for me. It was just like her whole vibe, and like I like.
Yeah, I
her
think she's
Yeah,
one.
she's not bad either. Yeah,
I think
that's
she's
what I'm
one,
saying.
and then the Asians two.
I mean, you only got 5 to pick from.
You guys need glasses.
The Asian
Huh?
You need glasses.
Nah, bro.
She should be a 4 because it's like meeting in the middle.
I think
She's not into
5 and
Asians.
4.
And
Switch.
We're gonna get ripped a new one.
I'm surprised.
Dang,
you
all
wasn't
those
there from
guys
the
just got
beginning.
canceled, bro.
Straight up, hey, you're attractive, you're not. But girls were
They
like,
should have covered
I
their
don't wanna be
faces.
rude, you know, we're all beautiful in our own way. All right,
Are we good?
We're good.
Damn.
Eesh, that's brutal.
yeah.
Okay, now walk out.
I think that's how I would do it.
Don't feel bad, motherfucker.
Me too.
You did the right thing.
Yeah, that's how I would do it.
Maybe
As a matter
Just
of
the
fact,
1 and 2 for
the
me.
one in black, I would have put 1,
I put
Yeah.
4 and 3.
and then 2 for Michelle, and yeah, everything else.
I'm right there with you, Jeff.
Girls. I actually think we were doing it mostly by personality.
How are we sitting?
Okay, guys. So from the
You gotta
video that
go
we watched, what is your take on this? For example, like the girls, right? You see how the girls pretty much like rated themselves. It was more from like a I don't want to be judged emotional perspective versus the guys. You know, they got right to it from the attraction perspective. Boom, 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 boom. Do you think the girls were downplaying it a little bit much?
Yeah, they just don't want to hurt the other girl's feelings, and
But I mean, it's respectable though. It's a
Yeah.
respectable thing, but at the same time, you know, it's like
Well, that's why-
they're being
yeah.
fake.
I think they were really careful on not hurting people's feelings. They weren't
Yeah.
really. I think they didn't want to do it the proper way, and they went more from the political correctiveness perspective. more
guys
than-
we're just here to solve problems.
Yeah, it's true.
There's a problem. Like, number 1, you're too fat, bro. Go to 5.
But you know,
With yourself.
some men like that. You know,
Yeah.
they like a little extra meat, you know, in their package, and some women like that too. So.
Nobody like it over there.
Okay.
I think they rated the guys rated it the right way though.
You think? I think it was close. I think it was very close to what I would have rated. Well, how would you have rated?
I would rate it like that.
Just the way it was.
No, actually 3 and 4 I would. No, yeah,
Yeah.
just the way it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think 1 and 2 should have been switched.
No,
3 and 4 she was wrong.
3 and 4, yes. 3 and 4 and 2 and 1.
dang, I feel
No?
bad for 5.
I
Okay.
think the Maria got was too regular.
Maria.
And let me tell you, Michelle was not bad at all.
Which one's Michelle?
That's
I'm sure that's the Asian.
Michelle
right?
is the Asian one.
Okay.
Michelle
Oh,
was
she
not
was-
bad at all.
No, she was not. She was
Yeah.
in number 1, I think.
I don't know. I just feel like the
Yeah.
long hair attracted me more. I don't know. I feel like Maria had longer
Yeah.
hair. Maybe that's why I think
I like the
she would have been
long
first.
curly hair.
Maybe it's because she just want to talk Spanish to her.
Claro que sí. I don't
Yeah.
see why not, brother.
See?
No.
What about you, Alejandro? Do you think the guys had it right? You think the girls could have done better if they would have actually got down to business and not just try to be politically correct on the way they
Yes.
wanted to do things?
No, I think because from their, I think the guys did. I would have done the same thing that the guys agreed on. I don't know if they all agreed on that formation, but I think the women speculate a bit more when it comes to themselves because they do take into consideration a lot of the
Feelings.
the more like your personality too, because I think women are more are bound to need that in a person, so I guess they kind of want to reflect that too, and
they're more like emotionally driven,
right? So because it was more than one girl saying that, like what about personality, or what. So I think that's why they had a little bit of a harder time to choose, or they kept they kept switching because of that. That was one of the variables, but women are women. I mean,
okay,
it's just
canceled.
Yeah, you're gonna get canceled.
Next,
what you got, man?
Yeah, canceled now.
I like to see a video on the same channel of men rating men.
Men rating men?
Yeah.
What?
Like that. Instead of
are
you
trying? Okay, guys, we're gonna do this. We'll see what they say. Okay?
Are we gonna rate
us? Okay, rate us from 1 to 5. The least is what? 1, right?
5.
And 5 is the least.
No.
Like I'm a 5 right now.
No, the 1 is the least, and 5 is the most.
5 was the least.
5 was the least.
Yeah, 5 was the least.
Okay.
I like to cook.
I like to watch the sunset and the sunrise all in the same day.
I watched The Notebook and cried.
I like anime.
I like anal.
I like chess.
The fuck?
I like checkers.
Oh, I thought you said chess.
Yeah, I like to listen. I like to listen to your problems and not give you solutions to them. Because if I give it to you, you'll just take it as if I'm giving you the solution.
They'll like that. They're gonna like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna listen to your problems until we both just get tired of listening to you talk.
My money's your money.
Damn, bro. Shit. You're good.
Yeah, you're simping, bro. Come on.
You're so good.
I'm so simple. I mean,
Gosh,
what can
you're
I
such
say?
a good guy.
Nah, but I like to see like the interaction between the men, like writing themselves. Like
Okay.
woman do. Yeah, maybe.
I wish they. I mean, we're probably.
Oh, they didn't do it?
No, they didn't do it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they only did like the women.
Oh, yeah, that'd be.
I mean, they probably did it, but this was like a short video. They didn't do like I didn't show the whole thing, right? But pretty much, I wanted you guys to kind of see how women rated themselves and how men rated the women, right? Oh. And then get your perspective.
If you guys rate me the lowest, I will probably hurt my feelings. So you guys should probably don't do that.
I would make it up. I would make it up to you later.
Jansen, what's up? What you got, bro?
In regards to what?
In regards to the video, do you think is there something you would have changed in the arrangement?
I think 1 and 2, but then like I said, personally, I'm just not into Asians. Okay, I'm just.
Am I supposed to be shocking by that?
Well, yeah, because some people are like, "Oh, but you're Asian," Well,
did nobody catch that the fact that the guy said that the number 3 looks like Ryan Gosling, so he thinks that she should be higher.
Kristen Bale.
It was Kristen
Bale.
Bale.
Like nobody caught that. Like that means he's saying like
Kristen Bale. I didn't caught that one.
Kristen Bale is what I.
Or
heard.
Kristen Bale. Yeah,
So it wasn't just me.
But he's saying like she looks like a dude, so like she needs to be higher up there. Like nobody caught that. Like
yeah, I caught it. But I heard Kristen Bale. I didn't hear.
Oh yeah, Kristen Bale. Like, but that's us right there.
Okay, yeah, I heard that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 1 and 2, like number 2, whatever her name was.
Yeah.
I like the long hair and whatnot.
I think the long hair pretty much got my attention.
Yeah,
so.
exactly.
But I would have went with the Asian one though if the hair would have been short.
They don't look nice. All 5. Well, like all 5 were 5.
He's just saying that because his wife texted him.
So Piero, the way they did it, you would have left it the same, or there's anything you would have changed that the guys did?
What the guys did was like the right thing, but I don't think they were like.
So you don't. So whoa. Okay. So my question was, is there something you would change here?
Oh, I put 3 and 4. I swapped 3 and 4.
Okay, 3 and 4. Okay, that's fair. 3 and 4. Just because I think 4 look more feminine, chocolate. In my opinion.
Oh.
4 more look more feminine, and the blondie she would look more masculine.
Yeah, it wasn't hard like to put that
I think
together.
it's just how she was dressed.
If you put like beautiful woman.
If you would have put a nice dress, like a Sunday dress, I think
if they would have been in bikinis, it would have been different.
Oh yeah, that's not debatable.
Definitely.
I mean, but
you never know.
You never know.
Yeah, 5 would have had like 5 tits.
Maybe number Christian Bale would have surprise.
Back.
Hey, Jensen, you like to say it? Cancelled.
Cancelled.
Yeah, number 5 would have had like back titties. And grab them. If you guys are still rating us, I can tie this with my tongue, just so you know.
He's thinking with his junior, man.
This is for entertainment purposes only. Please do not get offended by a comment.
Oh yeah. Don't, please. I'm just
Yo
joking.
estoy relajando.
Relax,
Okay.
please. Relax. Calm your nipples.
Don't cancel me, daddy.
Okay, so we're gonna go to the next question, all right? As men, we are taught from a young age and by cultural expectations for us to be taken serious by a woman in a relationship that eventually will lead towards marriage. So, for example, you're from a young age, you are taught to be the provider, be the protector, be the one that's gonna solve the problems in the household, the one that's gonna represent the household when in any situation, right? Do you guys believe that the expectations that we are taught to meet will lead towards marriage nowadays? With everything that's going on, the technology, the social media, the distractions, the options women feel that they have because they're young and they don't think that they're gonna be old one day and then they're gonna have to come back to that guy.
So again, it's like it all goes back to like the difference between back then and whatnot. With like the social media goes a big. And I meant to say this earlier. Like back then, you know, our grandparents, whatnot, they were. Let me put it this way: they were there to entertain their husband or grandpa, whatever. Now you got.
But you're talking about what, like the 60s, bro?
Just in general, you know, before social media and what. I'm just saying, like now you're trying to entertain your husband, but then you got girls entertaining other people all at the same time. Like that's not wifey material, you know. Like I guess some people get off on that with like seeing their wife and whatever else.
I guess the question was more like, is it enough? I guess that's the question. From what you grew up from, guys, like from what you were taught, you know, growing up, when you become a man, you're supposed to do this. Is that enough now?
No.
Is that enough?
Oh hell!
Nowadays,
you got to
no.
make six
Is
figures.
it valuable? Is it gonna be valued by the majority of women?
No, it's not. Because now they just look for like more of like your status, you know. Yeah. I mean, it just depends on where you're looking for these women. If you're looking for them in a club, you're definitely not gonna find them there. If you're looking if you're just
What if you're in the VIP section?
well, sure, you're gonna find find all the hoochie mamas.
They're gonna come to you pretty much.
Yeah, they will for clout.
Yeah.
So
so you being the provider, you working hard, you going to school, you know, you have your values, you know, you're religious, you know, you're doing what the proper man's supposed to be for marriage. Is it gonna be enough for Kelly to, you know, kind of get into the marriage, protect the marriage, and, you know, sustain it nowadays with all that's going on? I mean, I guess that's my question. I mean, will you be able to? Or is it gonna be enough? Or what else do you have to know now to be able to protect your relationship, hold your relationship steady, your marriage? What else do you have to know?
Most women want the end product already. They don't want like
the beginning
portion of it, you know.
They don't want the hardship.
Yeah.
So they want to just get the end product. Yeah.
They're not willing to like
go through the
build
process
with you, basically.
Yeah. They want to be at the finish.
I'm not saying that's for every woman, so don't cancel me. I don't want to be canceled.
You
already
don't care, but
I care.
But yeah, a lot of women now want the end product. Yeah, they're not willing to build. They want to ask you, like, you know, how much do you make? Do you have a house? Do you have this and that? And then you ask them, like, what do they offer?
No, and
tits
they
and
go
ass.
banana. Yeah.
And, you know, next time I'm going to be like, well, what the fuck is your credit score? You know?
No, they might ask that. Don't be surprised. I mean, they're expert. Dude.
760.
Dang, bro. Yours is
777.
Mine's bad right now for some reason. I don't know.
I wonder why. You've been busy. That's what it's called.
I know. I've been busy.
It's worth it. In my
opinion.
It's
worth it.
The VIP section.
Pay your credit card spend.
Jeffrey said
pay
something
him.
about the Jeffrey said something about the standards, like what the people expecting from us. But I don't know. It might be different for everyone because I come from a single mother, and she raised me by herself, and she also raised like 7 other brothers of hers.
Oh.
Oh wow.
So she had like 9 brothers, and she had to raise 7 of them, and she was her mom. So
See, now that's wifey material right there. You know, that's a good woman.
when I will marry my mom, I'm talking about my mom, right?
Yeah,
So-
yeah. I'm not trying to hit on your mom. I'm just saying she's a good
She's
woman. You can't find her.
Just in case.
You can't.
Just make sure we
Just
check
for
in
the
the
record.
comments.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean I don't know. It was different. I see like all the different households, like they had the parents, lady and the man working and whatever. The woman stayed at home, but my mom was hustling. She was working out. Was every single day going out at 6, coming at 10. She had like she had it hard. She was like a man. She was working like a man. So I don't know. I really don't have like a.
I think I think we can understand that when a woman is in that position, she becomes independent to the point where like, man, it's just tough because if she finds somebody, right, if they have the same personality, the same thrive towards something, sometimes it cannot work because they're gonna be clashing. So I believe like she wants to, she grew up, no, she built herself to be the leader. So if you have 2 leaders in the house, what happens?
Yeah.
Clashing, right? Clashing. So definitely in her case, in order for a chemistry to work, and it's gonna sound bad, but it's just reality.
Somebody has to step down.
Beta. It has to be somebody who's not gonna be leading.
Yeah.
So she can feel like she's the leader, even though she would like that. I think at the end of the day, she's not gonna get along with them. Then again, I could be wrong.
That's true because I don't remember my mother like dating other men. Like I see like 1 or 2 guys like, but nothing like okay, that's my mom boyfriend. Nah, that wasn't like that. She was the alpha, so there was no space for her.
And the reason why is because she needed to grow gator skin in order for her to be able to raise all those family members. If you think about it, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Depending on somebody wasn't gonna get it done, so she relied on herself. And I think a lot like my mom, she was one of those too. She is one of those. Okay. And I feel like the only person she can get along with is somebody she can kind of like, I don't want to say order around, but lead.
Yeah.
Know? And that's the only way I see it working, and so far that's the way it's been working.
Yeah.
But anyways, I don't want to get off from the topic. But my question was like, what else do we need to know? What else do we need to know? I guess the providing, the protecting, what we were taught as kids to be the men we needed to be to hold a marriage isn't enough anymore. What else do we have to know now?
Whatever.
Do we have to know technology? Do we have to know psychology? Do we
Psychology.
Have to know, do we have to know reverse psychology? Do we have to know?
You have to know that there's always options, man. Like, because you could start a relationship, and when you start a relationship, if you find the right person that you think it's the one, it's usually the same story. Like everything is great. Even if you're just at a bus stop waiting for the bus stop in the rain, you are going to have the best time of your life because you're both enjoying each other. Sex is going to be great.
You watched The Notebook, huh?
I did. I told you I did. I did. And I'll probably do it later too.
Okay.
But, then what was I going to say? So you anything that you do in the beginning of a relationship, of course, it feels great. You go to bed and you dream of this person maybe or something related to that. But then what happens is that with time comes other responsibilities. It comes nightmares. It comes so many things. Yeah, it comes to ass whippings, but it changes everything. So you have to be able to, if you want your relationship to last a long time, and I'm saying this again because that's the way I see it, and because I've been through many long relationships, I think that if you are really looking to stick around in a relationship, both parties, you just have to be honest with each other and talk about it. Like, hey, there's a little void here. There's something that is not being fulfilled anymore, and it started, something that we had in the beginning. Now it's gone. Sex could be one thing. Partying could be another thing. Okay, maybe there's not any more time. Why? Because now we're taking care of your parents. Now we're taking care of our kids. So many different things, and that is going to change the love that you had, the freedom that you had before. And this is pretty much common sense. I think that it just happens in a long-term relationship.
Yeah, but I think one of the things that we forget, man, to teach. I guess I don't remember ever being told that communication was so important.
It is very important.
And communication is one of the things that I feel like if you can get that down in a relationship, I think that can definitely hold it down when things get tough.
And what it is like you have to also prioritize. If you want to prioritize your relationship, you're gonna have to do the hard thing where you gotta say to your homeboys, "Hey, I can't do it," because that's a big part of it. Like you time with your friends, time with your other family, and say, "Look, you know what? I love you. I respect you. Whatever. You don't have to say that, but at least you believe in yourself, and you let the other significant other know that there is time, special time for them too. So you got to keep that flame going. If you don't, and whatever that could means something to you and your partner versus mine and mine. Like only you guys know what makes you guys tick and keep that fire going. But you gotta find it. You gotta.
Damn, you're so perfect, bro.
That's why you like. That's why.
What's up, Jensen? Any last words before we move to the next question?
I agree.
You agree?
Things are moving faster. We have to adapt faster too. Everything is going so quick now.
Yep.
Do you guys believe that the environment where we're in right now in society, where we coexist, can that influence the way we select our mates or partners?
Okay.
Yeah.
So with that, right? Because like here in America, it's more freedom. Like we're able to express ourselves more. Women are able to express themselves more as compared to like the Middle East and whatnot. You show your hair and whatnot, you'll get stoned to death. You can only show, whatever. That's for your wife. That is basically the law. And I'm probably getting that wrong and whatnot. Or like they're more submissive to their husbands. That's their role. As compared to here,
but it's also enforced in those areas. It's also enforced by punishment.
This is true,
and it's not just like an option.
Yeah, and that's where the whole does your environment come into play with it. And yeah, absolutely, because like again, different parts of the world, they have different laws and whatnot. And like I said, here women can show whatever they want, and
OnlyFans
don't really give a shit.
Okay. So I guess in those environments, I guess they'll have no choice. They'll have no choice but to follow whatever is being enforced, right, by that culture, by that culture, by their religion or whatnot, right? Okay.
For example, if you're in an environment where it's hard to find a mate that's ready to settle down and that's ready to become a housewife and stuff, that's what you're looking for. But if you're in an environment that doesn't have that, obviously it affects you because you're looking for that. You're not just gonna be like
hey, you're not just gonna keep your bearings.
Yeah. You just you're not gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna go with this one and just settle down unless you just want to settle down. So. And that's another thing. If you just want to settle down, then you're just stuck with whatever options you have. Now you can move yourself to a different environment.
Have you been watching National Geographic lately, bro? Be honest with me, you have no idea what I'm asking, huh?
No, hey, wait, am I?
It's like you're trying to park on reverse, but you like.
Oh my god, dude.
All right.
That was good.
I was going. It was pretty good, right?
I wasn't paying attention.
Are you but the mic, bro. The mic. Come on, man. I can't hear you. There we go.
I think I got to point B somehow.
No. Piero.
Yeah. Well, here
I repeated the question like 10 times. So.
I turned.
He said, "Okay, can you repeat it again one more time?" Okay.
Environment.
Look, I know why it gets you. It's because we're not aligning the environment with the coexistence with the decision making. I get it, okay, but pretty much what I'm asking is like, do you believe where you at right now influences the partner you're gonna find?
Yeah, see, that's what I was saying. I was answering that
pretty
shit,
much
right?
that's my question, right? Because, for example, in every environment, you're gonna find that person. So, for example, if you go,
You mean your status in the environment that you find yourself in?
that can be included also
Yeah.
in it. You know, for example, if you're let's say
There's
you're in a
options.
country where like you cannot become a citizen unless you're
Marry
fit
some-
as fuck. Like there's
Yeah.
no way you can become a citizen of that nation unless you're not athletic or something, right?
So Jeffrey's the only one that's gonna be accepted to that fucking
No,
country.
it's an example, right? Or like in school, like you know how schools are. You have to qualify to get into a school, right? That's the only way to be part of that society.
Yeah.
Right. So my question is, does the environment affect who we choose?
Yeah.
Of course.
Of course.
See, I was getting there.
And my question
I was
is,
getting
in what way? I want you to give me an example.
You go to
And
different.
this is where dale.
Nah, you go to different environments to find different type of people.
Yeah.
So like, let's say you want like a smart woman, you go to a bookshop.
You want a religious woman, you go to church.
Okay, there we
Yeah.
go.
You want a hoe, you go.
The strip club.
You want a hoe, you go to the club.
Yeah, or whatever. Yeah, like you said, like you wanna find.
You
like
want to
a
go?
Gucci-
You want to find a
Gucci
fit girl? You go to the gym, right?
But when I say hoe, if you want your heaven on earth, you go to the strip club.
I don't know,
Clarification.
That's the question you made.
Yeah, no, that's perfect. That's perfect. That's a perfect example. Yeah.
You want a fit girl, you go to the gym.
Yeah.
You want a fat girl, you go to a buffet.
I lost my bearing on that, bro. You gotta go in karaoke.
All of y'all are canceled, bro.
Yeah, I think
You go to Starbucks. Nice.
this is gonna get you banned, man.
I know. We're not trying to do it.
Everybody watches like, man, this fat ass nigga talking all doing all this shit.
You better look at it. No, look. He has good points.
Yeah, I'm back to number 5.
And I think the best example. Okay, if somebody says no, I don't know what to say. Have you guys watched Avatar?
Yes.
Yeah.
Which one?
Which one?
Wait, the airbender?
The one in blue, the blue guys, the tall guys.
Okay, so not the arrow. Okay.
Well, but there's two.
The arrow. What do you mean the arrow?
Also.
The arrow,
no,
the
not
head.
that one. The one that throws arrows.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys never seen that?
Yeah, I watched.
Pandora.
Oh, I know where you're going. Yeah, the last one where there's like the water people.
Okay, that one.
Right?
So that
Yeah,
guy in the
the
first
way-
movie, he had to adapt to these guys before he found a bride, a mate.
Yeah.
So he had to do everything they did in order for him to earn that respect.
Yeah.
So I guess that's what I was that was the best example I can give you. So wherever you go to a new place, whether it's church, whether it's school, whether it's the Philippines, whether it's England, you gotta follow their customs. You have to adapt to them. You have to get that status that you mentioned earlier.
Yeah, and I don't think you do. I think your status is what you want, what you want it to be.
Yeah, but you have to adapt.
I mean, I adapt to life. I adapt. I live. I work, and but I don't understand the question because I feel like I am not going to let the environment dictate who I want. And what I mean by that is that there's people that, let's take, for example, the Nigerians that I know, they're kind of designated, even though they're already Americanized here. A lot of them are like, no, I would need to marry somebody within my culture because of the tribe, because of I don't have that. I don't think the environment all the environments that I've been in, I don't think that has ever influenced my choice when it comes to a relationship. So that's why the question is a little bit not difficult, but it's just
skewed.
It doesn't really apply to me, I guess. But I could see that it would apply
Where
to
did you
other
meet
people.
your wife? At work, right?
Yeah, at work, but that's not because I was looking for my wife at work. It's just
But
happened.
it was the environment. The environment allowed you to meet her.
The environment, there is a small concept about the environment that it was because we work so many hours, we were not able to go out and like really go and hunt for somebody else because we're too focused on work and everything else. And then, of course, there's the dating sites or whatever, but that still requires time. I was trying to do school, work. So, but still, I don't think that I could have met somebody else anywhere else. I don't think the environment would really... I would have to adapt to that environment to find my mate. I would adapt to the environment for other reasons, but not to find love, I think.
I guess just the adaptation is more to have something in common to kind of like make them feel. I guess that's the word.
Yeah, I mean, I think getting.
Well, but I mean, I'm saying it doesn't have to be necessary by the book. Like you have to adapt, but I'm saying it helps.
It
Yeah.
can help, yeah,
helps,
if that's what you're looking for. I think, and
Yeah.
it make you
Yeah,
fit in.
'cause, Tarzan had a hard time.
Yeah,
He couldn't.
but I have let people go because of certain cultures, because I feel like, the person can come, you can love the person and everything, but it's like there's always that component that she is very close to her family, and I don't like that family. I know I'm gonna get in trouble, or I don't want to deal with all that because she comes with the package. Like
getting too involved into your relationship with their.
Yes, or something like there's too many ties to, so that's something that it's good to watch out for too. Maybe the environment is affecting them too much that they're attached to everything else, and they're not being their own person. That you're gonna have that person to yourself. You have to divide that love with a lot of other people. Maybe.
Sorry. No, I mean, some people don't need to adapt to look for love. They don't want to adapt to look for love. Love.
To find them.
Yeah, just gonna.
Oh, maybe it's around. You just want to stay there, and maybe it's gonna come one day. Happen to you?
Like I said, like Tarzan.
Yes.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Okay, the next question I'm gonna run. Look, every time I ask a question, sometimes I will have to give you like a little like insight before I ask the question. So as human beings, we know no one's perfect. If someone better or time does not humble us, maybe a life event will humble us to look at life from a different perspective. What are some weaknesses women will have that we as men can negotiate to preserve or continue to build a relationship with them? For example, do we care about their beauty, their social status, their economic status, their education, their life experiences, their failures? I guess what kind of weaknesses do women have that we can be like, you know what, I'm willing to work with that to I guess have a relationship with them or even marry them?
Beauty.
You think that's a weakness?
No, it's not a weakness, but it's something that you have to adapt. Like we're not gonna be beautiful forever. We're gonna grow old.
But let's say your wife has something, like let's say, she could be better at something, right? That, like if she was better at whatever weakness she has, she'll be like the perfect woman, right? But you still love her, but something you're willing to accept that's okay for her not to be perfect at.
My wife's perfect, and she doesn't make any mistakes.
That's why she this right now.
That's not what you told me like before the intermission.
No, well, hold on, but he said beauty, right? Of course, beauty is something we're always gonna look at as the highest standard. But I mean, something that is her weakness, but you're okay to accept it and accept her with that weakness.
I mean, if she's perfect, I don't want it.
Yeah.
I don't have to be perfect.
Okay. Well, I guess you don't have to answer the question, but Jansen, I know it's a tough question because we don't want to put ourselves in the spot, right? For example, let's say if I was in a situation, for example, my girl, right? If my girl, I say, you know what? I wish she was, let's say, she had, let's say, bigger legs, for example, right? I'm okay to negotiate that. You don't have to have bigger legs, even if I wish they had bigger legs, right?
Oh,
it's okay. There's just things that that there is she always complains about something.
If she only works on it and fix it,
it's like for example, she feels like she's always thinking that part of her body or her person, that side of her personality is something that is always gonna like be a weakness of her. Like she always feels like, you know what, I could work on this. Maybe I'm too insecure. Maybe I'm too jealous. Maybe I'm too this. Maybe I'm too that. But you're okay accepting that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of like a weakness.
Yeah, it's a weakness, but also you can, like for example, I'll give you an example with my wife. She doesn't like confrontations. Like she's not gonna be complaining. Like, if there's some error that somebody did, or somebody try to be deceiving with something, and it's small, She's just gonna let it go because she doesn't want to deal with the drama. She's like, look, you know what? Okay, we lost $100, whatever. I, on the other hand, I think I can compliment what she lacks in that weakness and say, look, I do mine, because it's not really about the money either. It's about the principle. Like, you did this for us, or we expected, we pay for this. So then I come in, and I think you both have to compliment each other. So because we both have, of course, everybody knows we all have weaknesses. No one's perfect and all that. But
speak for yourself.
Yeah, I know you're perfect. I just don't tell you enough. But yeah, you could, it's just complimenting each other pretty much will solve that issue with any imperfection.
I know it's a tough question.
If you can,
I know it's tough because the last thing you want to do is point out something that is probably a weakness that your significant other probably is.
Then you gotta go home. She confronts you today.
I could just say it's his fault. There you go.
Okay. What about you, Jansen?
He's
just perfect. No weaknesses. No.
There's
let the whole world.
I can think
Talk a little louder.
There's really nothing I can think of at the moment. I guess part of it, I'm not really fully understanding the question at the moment, so I'm just being honest.
Okay, so I'll explain it a little better. Okay.
He's not all there right now.
Okay. That's why I'm gonna try to word it a little differently. But okay, so my question is, what is a weakness that your spouse has or is going through that you're willing to accept that's not gonna impact your relationship in a negative way? You know what, baby? I accept that you're short. I accept that you're not the brightest one. I accept that you don't whatever. It just.
Damn.
But you're happy with that. You're okay. You're willing to accept it.
Dumb, because she married me.
I'm sorry you don't have no eyes. I don't know. It's just something you're willing to accept her for who she is, and you're okay with that.
I'm sorry your credit
because sometimes we become very, very hard judges.
Yeah.
We do become hard judges, and the longer we're with that person, the more defects sometimes we feel like we find, and it's okay because it's part of life, right? No one's perfect, but you're okay with it at the end of the day.
You might have to come back to me. I'm really trying.
This is tough. This is tough.
Okay, I'm gonna be something real. Nah, I'm not gonna.
Yeah, smart.
Oh, wow, yeah, that's what we want to hear.
I guess we're gonna skip this question. We're having a hard time with this.
Really? I thought.
For example,
his was good.
No. But this is the thing. Look, I mentioned social, economic, education, life experiences. Things like that, right? For example, it's okay that she doesn't have a degree. It's okay that she's not rich. It's okay that she is not famous. Just things like that,
Well, I did give you an example, and it could be a lack of confidence in certain things. I think she is very confident in so many things, but there's that confrontation. She's not confrontational, so that's a weakness that she does have, because that could be so many things. You face different people, but when you compliment somebody, you kind of help them out. But if I couldn't answer your question and he couldn't answer your question, I don't know what we can do to help.
Did you answer my question?
He did.
I think I did. Yeah.
The environment.
Okay, come on, go back to the environment, bro. See, that's where we're gonna get out of here.
All right, let's do the next one.
Oh man.
No. You gave a good example. But it's at the same time, it's not an easy question.
It's not. It's just very broad.
What about you, Jeffrey?
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah. What can you look past?
I think age. I could pass through. I think that's something that a lot of women at a certain age they get very insecure about. And I think that's something I'll be able to look past through.
Like 65.
Okay. You know what? That is something. I'm just gonna piggyback off of that because she talks a lot about I'm turning 30. I can't say. I'm
turning 55 and she looks like 30, right? I get it.
This year, and I can't believe I'm just oh shit. Sometimes I forget you're even that old. But you don't look that.
Damn.
So yeah, no, I agree. I agree with the age.
So I think age would be the best example.
I like me some cougars. So.
Uh-oh.
Well, nice knowing you.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I'm scared.
Okay, so is that a good example? Age, I guess in my
actually, yeah, it can be. I mean, it can be.
Yeah.
I think it's another way of life. Gonna stop aging. It's what I say about beauty. You're gonna get old.
At some point, you just look past it and be like,
yeah.
it's growing pains.
Yeah, you're like, what's
I
the
think
point?
everybody gets that when it comes to age.
Yeah.
Yes, you can. I can agree.
No,
that
but
they
like for
could
the
be,
other stuff,
but the what?
like I mean, like you said, like that confrontational.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can look past it, and
Yeah.
then you step in, and you're the like, you know what?
But I think at the same time, it's because she's a woman, you feel like she doesn't really have to fight for you. You have to fight for her. You know what I'm saying? Like she expects you to protect her.
Yeah. Well, with that example that I gave you, there's been other women that I've been with that has been the opposite. I'm like, all right, hey, come down.
Yeah.
It was only like
Órale.
$5.
¿Qué pasó aquí? You know?
Like, yeah, that's embarrassing. But
Yeah.
no, I mean,
Yo lo arreglo, Alejandro, no te preocupes.
You're like that. I can't look
I'll
past.
take care of that, Alejandro. I got it.
Yeah, exactly. But let's if we can move on to the next one, because I don't know what else.
No. I think everybody gave their opinion.
It's too personal. Like,
Yeah, it's
because
tough.
we're not gonna talk about like also. Like,
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
We could always go back to Jensen. He's got something.
Okay.
He's itching for that.
Okay, so before we go, for the men that are watching and that are working on themselves to become better in life and in the dating market, what would be something you would like to ask them to work on so they can do well in relationships if they're already in one?
Just know your worth, King.
¿Lo puedo hacer en español?
La pregunta es...
No, si yo lo puedo hacer en español.
Oh, you understood. Okay.
Okay, so a todas estas personas que están viendo este video, a todos los hombres que están viendo este video, especialmente los hombres solteros, no te desesperes. Ten paciencia. La mujer indicada va a llegar en el momento indicado. Tú la puedes buscar, sí, todo lo que tú quieras, pero si no es el momento, no va a llegar. Y cuando llegue, quizá no sea la indicada. No te desesperes. Y trabaja en ti y que en algún momento esa persona va a llegar. Simplemente enfócate en ti. Y si tú te enfocas en ti, la persona que tú necesitas que esté en tu vida va a llegar de la manera natural.
Okay, I'm gonna try to keep up with that. Okay, so for the people that
Don't speak
are
Spanish.
single, for the people that are, even if you are dating, focus on yourself. Okay, focus on yourself, work on yourself. Do not rush into the relationship. Do not try to rush it. Do not try to what's it called? ¿Qué dijiste esto? ¿Que no hicieran qué? ¿Que no hicieran qué?
No se desesperen.
¿Ah?
No se desesperen.
Don't get desperate in the relationship. Focus on yourself, work on yourself, and love will come. Love will come. Just be patient and don't overthink it. Don't overdo it. Just work on yourself. I think that's the best message you're giving the youth, and you're giving the people that are in a position where they can actually build their relationship once they build themselves.
Yeah, I'm gonna piggyback. ¿Ya terminaste? O más? I'm gonna piggyback on what he said because I think it is very important. Because a lot of times I think, especially when you're a young male, I don't know, but I did a few times, and I knew some friends too, that you kind of sell yourself short. You think that you lower your bar, your expectations, because you meet certain women in your life, and you're like, oh no, she's looking for, somebody that's a lawyer, a very, a surgeon or whatever. Whatever, muscular guy, and you see yourself short. So that you ever wonder why there's some guys. This used to go on around a lot in college and high school that I remember. The guys would say, yeah, man, how did that ugly ass freaking guy get that girl? Confidence. Mm-hmm. Because you have to believe in yourself too, and in that department too. Because again, if you don't believe in yourself, you got to project that. And also you have to believe it. You have to find out and look at the qualities that you are bringing to the relationship too, because it's not just them that are only you looking for something so then they could fulfill, or finding the right partner. They're also looking for, if they are looking for the same thing that you are, then they're looking for a lot of qualities that you probably do have, and exercise them and, be proud of what those values that you have. So,
yeah.
Man, preach it, King. Just know your worth, King. You can be a short king. You can be a tall king.
Yes,
just know your worth.
Yeah.
Hey, no, but that's true though. Like, just just be confident and yeah, don't rush things. Be patient. Work on yourself, cause oh man, that's a good one. Cause there's a lot of times that you're just like, oh, I'm. There's a lot of times that like once you're married, you're not gonna have the same time that you have when you're single, to work on yourself.
Yeah, it's true.
To get to to better yourself. So work on yourselves now. Yeah, work on learning how to like earlier, communication, learning how to listen. I think a lot of men don't do a lot of listening. I mean, I'm a prime example. I very bad at
don't
that.
Listen. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I don't. So but no, that and patience, working on patience. But yeah, don't rush into things cuz the right one will come. If you force into it, it's not going to be what do you call this? It's
Genuine.
Genuine, yeah, if you force yourself in there.
There's a saying, love is like a fart. If you force it, it's probably shit. I'm just saying.
Hey, I never heard that one before.
I was going to say something else, but I don't want to get canceled, so move on to the next one.
That's pretty straightforward.
Yeah, that's pretty straightforward.
I believe in everything you guys are saying. I want to be more detailed and technical on it. I think when it comes to working, a young man working on himself, yes, Piero, they should focus on themselves. Don't worry about their relationship at that moment because there's a lot to do. Yes, don't force it. It will come. And of course, one of the things that I say is when you work on yourself, what am I working on? Am I working on my financials? Am I working on my body? Am I working on my education? Am I working on my listening skills, on my communication? We gotta be specific, right? Because working on ourselves, I mean, what does that mean? Just getting rich and that's it? No, working on yourselves also means getting into relationships, but the relationship that you're getting into is, I want to say, practice. You have to get into some kind of practice for you to learn from errors. You have to, because once you get to that very important relationship, you kind of want to know what to expect. Because sometimes what happens is we guys, we get married too quick, too young, and we don't know shit.
Yeah.
And then what happens in the marriage?
It goes down.
Things get boring. Things get out of control because we don't know the psychology behind it that it takes to maintain it.
That's true.
Something else I would like to add. So, egoistic.
Selfish.
Yeah, you have to be selfish when you looking for love, because you're gonna need to look what you want, not what the person you're looking is looking for. You need to be selfish. Think about what you want, what you need, when you're looking in that person. I mean, yeah. I mean, if you want to more to the person you're meeting or the person you're dating, it's not gonna work. You have to think about yourself a little bit. You have to be a little bit selfish to make it work, because at the end of the day, you want to be happy. You want to be happy with your partner, but you need to be happy first. You need to be happy with yourself.
Yeah.
So you will have to be a little bit more selfish.
And I know we talked a lot about the relationship aspect, and I'm sure there's so many things we probably didn't cover, but I hope what we cover is enough for the people that are listening to pick something from what we discussed, and maybe they can apply it to their life, their personal life. And for the people that are young and they want to get into a relationship, to understand that getting into one is work. It's work. It's not a joke. It is a commitment. It is expectations. If it's not from you, it's from someone. If it's not from someone, it's from them. It's always gonna be an expectation from one end. It's not gonna be just because. Every move you make, it has to count. Everything you accomplish has to count. He mentioned don't. You said something about don't let yourself short. What's the term you used?
Yeah, don't sell yourself
the mic.
short.
The mic.
Thank you.
Don't go chasing waterfalls is what he said.
Yes, exactly.
You said don't sell yourself short.
Don't sell yourself short.
Don't sell yourself short, because look, as you get older, as you accomplish things, some people are not gonna appreciate it. I'm gonna be honest with you. Some people will use something that is a weakness right away that they can see, and not count everything you work for, everything you sacrifice for, everything you sweat, you bled, you teared, you teared for. many people are not gonna appreciate what you have accomplished, and you have to accept that reality. As men, we have to accept rejection as just another day, just another rejection, right? Because for example, I can tell you that I accomplished a lot of things, and something that's always gonna be used against me is gonna be height, always. And I don't let that shit get me down. As a matter of fact, it makes me want to go pump iron even more, right? Makes me want to get better at other things. So whatever height issue that I have, it doesn't have to always be used against me entirely, But that's all. I mean, really, like, if I could fix that, I would, but I can't, right? That's just a weakness of mine. So just keep that in mind. If somebody always complains about some of your weaknesses, make sure that you're well rounded with everything else, because somebody's gonna look past that.
Yeah, everybody has different attributes, Just because I don't find shortness being a weakness, I don't know if
Don't be like that video, okay? Don't go around the bush.
You're gaslighting.
You're gaslighting.
I'm gaslighting. Yeah, because
I still think you're sexy even.
Yeah, exactly.
Why you guys like don't gaslight?
All right, let's put him on number one.
What gym you go to?
Let's put him on number one, guys. I'm okay at number 5 over here.
You see, he mentioned a weakness. He's not a good listener. You see?
Oh, we already knew that.
Obviously, environment.
Everybody knows that.
What the fuck was he talking about?
He's in the wrong environment. I mean,
So you see, we all have things to work on. I think that's what humbled us. At the end of the day, there's always gonna be something we can always work on.
I need to work on
But
my
he's not working
elbows.
You gotta invest in yourself so that you know your worth when the time comes when you meet somebody. Basically,
I want to throw another curveball.
Oh hell!
Before we go,
don't let it be environment.
So
the final note.
I heard the rumor. I don't know if it's true. As you guys know, I'm not in the Matrix. I don't have any social media, but this is news that I heard. That TikTok is gonna get banned. Okay.
Oh, perfect.
Okay. So
what's TikTok?
so my question is,
I heard.
Do you agree with the decision or no?
Well, I heard actually this morning. I'm not trying to be funny. Soldier Boy is trying to buy TikTok.
Who?
Soldier Boy. Who's that?
Tell him.
Oh,
Yeah.
Tell him. Soldier Boy, tell him.
Apparently, he's trying to buy TikTok.
He's like an artist, right?
He's a rapper, right? He's a rapper.
Yeah. You.
Yeah.
Superman.
Do you think they're gonna allow him to buy it?
Well, they were actually cracking jokes at him because they're like, well, he doesn't have that kind of money.
him.
He can't afford that. You know,
Yeah.
because TikTok is from China, right? And apparently they're stealing like information and shit like that.
But that's been happening for a long time.
Yeah.
I mean, are they actually gonna finally do it, or they're waiting for somebody to buy it again? Because that's what happened last time.
I mean, Pornhub has been banned in Texas, so I think it's possible.
Let's stick to TikTok first.
Okay,
I
I'm
solve
just
this
saying.
issue first.
I think that's
Wait,
wrong. By the
what?
way.
It is? I did not know that.
I just heard it from the radio.
It's not fully banned. It's like you have to create an account.
Oh, tell me more.
No, like you over 18.
Let me write this down.
That's the only way you can access.
This part is recorded,
Yeah,
right?
I know.
I can watch this part. Okay.
You can always come back every watch. Okay.
Nah,
That's good knowledge, actually. I've been desperate.
I saw it on Google.
Oh, sure.
I didn't know Google had that information, but I know now.
So TikTok in China, I don't know if you guys know, but it's not like TikTok here. It's different. So in China, it's only for like educational purposes.
Video, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was like that before, like dancing and stuff. They said like, nah, we have to stop this.
Over there, it's very like filtered.
Censored.
Yeah.
Censor, yes.
We have to
Censored,
stop
yeah.
this.
Like
you
North
wanna make
Korea.
it educational. If you wanna use it, it have to be educational. Like no bullshit, no dances, no like.
But it's called reforming, right? They don't call it.
It's called brainwashing, sir.
No, they call it. They like to use the word reform. When it comes to censorship.
It's called communism.
Yep.
But okay, so my question is, okay, because this is the first time I hear about a rapper trying to buy it, because that's what happened when Trump tried to ban it. The American company bought it, and I guess that kept TikTok in the U.S. But now they're really gonna ban it, or they're gonna keep using the same strategy to keep it in the U.S. You gotta sell it to somebody else.
Again, I just heard it from the radio, and with like, I guess people like that, like the rappers, they just try to stay in the, like, try to get their names out there,
Okay.
especially when they are
Washed out.
They're washed out and whatnot, so that they can stay
relevant.
Yeah.
When they're you.
What does this have to do with relationships?
No, it was just a curveball. It was a curveball. You know, it's one of those things that I wanted to end with like, because I heard about TikTok and social media, right? Like, because I think, in my opinion, I think it's good that they want to ban it. That's my opinion. I think it's good.
There's gonna be another one coming up, and I mean, look at what
it was Vine and TikTok, and
Twitter, and then X, and people.
I'm not gonna go in depth because I know we're not gonna end.
It just evolves.
But I just wanted your opinion on that. Do you guys think it's a good idea to ban it? You say yes. You say yes. You say yes. You say yes. Right?
I actually like it.
It don't matter to me.
You don't give a shit. Okay, perfect.
There's gonna be something else because right now we have Instagram. Instagram have reels. It's the same as TikTok, right? You do have shorts. It's the same thing. So
yeah, it just continuously evolves over time. They'll find something.
So. Oh wow.
It's kind of.
Well, okay, guys. I want to thank you guys for coming in to the show. Thank you for sharing your opinions, your views. Thank you for taking the time to be here. I'm very grateful for committing to the show. I can't wait to have you guys again for another topic. I'm more than welcome to hear you guys out if there's something you want to discuss. Whether it's about your culture, whether it's about your business, whether it's about something you accomplished, I'm here to. So this podcast, I want it to be like, for example, to be like the el pueblo, ¿cómo se llama? La voz del pueblo, right? For example, I want the little guy to be heard.
The voice of the people.
So I want the little guy to be heard.
The voice of the voicelessness.
When we listen to podcast people always want to bring the famous people, the rich people, the important people, but they don't want to hear the little people.
Oh, I do have one request, maybe sometime down in the future, because I'm very, very passionate about guns. Gun control is one thing that I want people's opinions and
the Second Amendment,
their view on.
Yeah.
we're gonna have them all stacked up like in the military. We're gonna have them like this.
Yeah, but that's just a thought.
I'm gonna have a mask and
one of those things that. But
like this.
I want to have it would be cool to have both sides, people that are for gun control and people that are against gun control.
That'd be a nice topic to discuss and have both of you guys here at the same time.
And then you have to defend yourself using the guns and
or
the no guns that you
versus
have.
the people that don't have guns.
I like that. I will consider that. Yeah, that's a good topic.
Protect yourself.
Yeah, there are people. Yeah. You're welcome to come anytime.
Nah, I was asking if there is people actually against guns in Texas.
Oh yeah, you'd be surprised.
Probably. They're probably not
usually
originally from Texas either.
Yeah, it's usually the woman with penises sometimes. So
please
the one that has multiple.
Don't cancel. Oh, dang it! Don't cancel.
All right, guys. We'll end it here. I know some people have to go home.
Yeah.
And like I said, I appreciate
everything
you guys done here today.
Yeah.
Thank you.
If I'm not canceled yet, I'll come back, Jeff.
Okay. Don't worry, bro. I'll fight it. I promise.
Babe, if you're listening, just know this was scripted. Everything and anything I said, I didn't mean it.
Yes, we've been reading it from that board right there.
Exactly.
I plead the fifth.
All right.
Let's go, environment.
Yeah, let's go. That could be another topic.